from Des Moines, Iowa. And that red, white, and blue with the stars is another one of those potent Ford Broncos that these fans have been enjoying here tonight. These Broncos have been strong. And in that top 5, you see the Toyota up on top, Rory Fisher. There's a couple of Broncos inside there as well in that top 5. And remember, the 15 fastest out of round number 1 will come back in round number 2. No doubt, Joe Brozovich, who's underway, should be one of those competitors.
I would be very disappointed if Joe doesn't just blister this track. We should be into the 20s when he's finished. And I'm not talking temperature, I'm talking time here. This young man is truly just a gentleman, a pleasure to be around. And when he gets in this truck, he's an animal. I mean, just go for it. And the truck works so well. Watch this. I mean, he is harder on this equipment than anyone tonight. 25 seconds, and he is headed to the finish line. He's got to do it.
He did. 29.68. Joe Brozovich. Brand new paint job on the truck, too. He just got done doing it last night and was making sure everybody didn't lean on it earlier in the pit area because it was still wet. But it's quick.
Well, I bet it was wet tonight. Watch him go for the big jump. Joe's on the throttle, tag hanging out in front of it. Beautiful job. Just a great job.
Remember, it is the quickest of the 2 runs, so that run right now is the time to beat. Look at how he gets the power to the ground out of that turn.
Good turn, very tight, right to the finish line. Harbaugh puts the flag on him. Great job all the way around. That's the way you like it.
As we bring you the first live TNN Motor Madness on a Friday night from Des Moines, Iowa. Section 4 having a good time. Well, they have opened the doors, and Walt, that means the temperature has dropped down there.
You bet it does. It is cold down on the floor. We're sitting right across that door, wide open. Big winds blowing in here. We got the final ones, the Peoria trucks lined up and ready to go. And I tell you what, Ralph Sheed, it is something else down here.
Well, just, what, maybe 10 minutes ago, it was 42 degrees. It is now 11 degrees down there on the arena floor. Outside, it is a minus 56 and probably dropping as we get later into the evening. But there is the standing so far in the Pro Arena Truck Challenge. So I guess Rory Fisher came close, but not quite close enough. Joe Brozovich still leads it. You've got to see him yet to go. And there's still a few other drivers out there, I think, in that top 5 that might stand a shot at him. One of those drivers that ran pretty well in round number 1 was Randall Harlan, and that's his truck right down there, truck number 21. He's underway.
33.26 on the first pass. This truck is set up to take the course, and he is attacking a lot harder. He knows what he's going to have to do, as we saw the time earlier, and he's got a pretty good idea of where to get on the truck, where to get off of it, and get around the course well. He's in the area of 18 seconds at this time as he heads it down the chute. This guy could really, he's blistering Ralph. He's going for it. He can do it. He's got to get around this turn. He's got to get hard on it. Look at that, Ralph.
He did it. 28.6. Beats the number 1 time by about a full second.
I thought they'd get into the 28 mark, but I didn't think there would be that small a change once they were in the 28. And right on this area is where he wins it all. See how tight he is. He's hard on the throttle, kicks the back of the truck out, straight for the finish line. No backing up, no really wide turns.
Getting through those corners has been the key. Boy, Randall Harlan did a tremendous job. Walt, you got it, the number 1 guy.
Okay. I'm down here with Randall Harlan. Randall, I tell you what, you're the new leader, pal.
All right.
You look like you had everything figured out this time. Not too much power, not too much speed, just control.
That's all it takes, just a little figuring it out.
Well, it looks like Randall Harlan's man has got it all figured out. He's in the lead for the King of the Hill.
Well, Randall Harlan might be a man of few words, but he is a man with a heavy right foot and a great suspension setup, because truck number 21 sits atop the board. Now, Joe Brozovich has got something to shoot for. Guess who's up next? That new paint scheme, the red, white, and blue with the stars, freshly painted. He was number 1 at the end of round number 1, and he's got to improve. He's got to pick up a second.
You can bet that Joe knows he has to pick up a second this time around, too, because someone told him before he crawled in the Bronco, Joe, they just bumped you from the King of the Hill. So Joe comes back trying to run this course the way he knows he has to. I don't think he's quite as fast this time around as he was. Here is the important part of it, though. In this turn, 23 seconds, 24. Yep.
Good turn.
Got tight, but is it going to be enough?
No. He improved, almost picked up half a full second. And I think, you know, he looks slower, but sometimes you've got to go slower to actually be quicker. And by that, I mean not drive so recklessly and aggressive, be smoother with the truck, and you'll actually pick up your time. And he did that,
well,
but not enough.
Not enough, and it's not over.
No.
We've still got them coming out.
You bet they did. They were 1 and 2, and I'm with number 2, Joe Brozovich. I tell you what, it was a great run with just a hair short.
Yeah, for some reason it's not running right. I'm missing on one cylinder. We think it's moisture in a cap, fault plug, or something. We didn't have time to check in between rounds, but I gave her all I got, and I just didn't have enough for him.
Now, how many cubic inches you got in that Bronco?
Just a little stock 302.
Little stock 302. Well, I tell you what, the V8's held up against that 4-cylinder. He gave a great run.
Yeah, Rory, when I first got into the sport, I got tired of chasing him because he beat me everywhere I went, and I started learning tricks of trade, and I put that Toyota right in its place most of the time.
Well, I see on the back of your truck, it's dedicated to your dad. I think you got to be happy about that tonight.
Yeah, I just wish he was here to see this. I started doing this after he passed on, and I really do miss him. Wish he was here.
Well, great job, Joe Brozovich. And now to the man that is the king of the hill here. He is the man with the plan, Randall Harlan. Randall, you ran a great second run.
Yeah, it went real smooth.
Well, let me ask this, Randall. You came off, you didn't seem like you were driving all with horsepower, but more with style.
Yeah, just keeping it on the ground is,
You say that you can transfer the power to the ground, not to the air.
yeah.
Okay, Randall, are you going to continue to follow the circuit around?
I probably won't be able to do every week.
Well, I tell you what, the way you're running, you ought to think about it.
I'd like to be able to do it if I could just get off work.
Well, you know, all these guys got to go to work. Got to go to work every Monday morning, but they're out here racing on Friday night on TNN. And Ralph Shaheen, back up to you, my friend.
Buddy, you were working hard to get old Randall to give you a sentence with more than 5 words in it. Good effort. Good effort. Randall Harlan, man of short words, but a big winner here tonight in Des Moines. So, this is the one that Rory Fisher is going to be paying a lot of attention to. Joe Brozovich.
Roy will be standing and watching very close. This is one of the finest young men you'll ever want to meet anywhere. He is so America that it's unbelievable. Last weekend the truck missed it. He found out that he put a new hood on it, and it had a brace that wore a hole in the distributor cap, and there's where the miss came from. He told me I took the torch and straightened that out. Hurry. He's blistering this track, Ralph. I mean, just spanking it.
He's going to be driving aggressive. He knows what he's got to shoot for. 28.68. Boy, he flew it there.
Got some magic air and a hard turn and quit on it. Just buzzed a little bit, but look.
We got a new leader atop the board, 27.98.
And the truck bobbled at the finish line. He didn't have power there for just a matter of moments.
Boy.
And he still takes the lead by close to a second. Now this is the big fly. Over the right in this area is where you're going to see the truck quit. Right on the turn, it laid completely down. Hard left-hand turn, lined up for the finish line.
Oh, yes.
Well, here we go.
I keep wanting to see this thing come out with about 6 bales of straw on the back of it.
28.68 was what Rory Fisher ran in round number 1. He's shooting for the 27.98. Can he get it?
It'll be real difficult. I thought he was pretty much maxed out the first time around, but he's given his very, very best shot. Remember, Ralph, if he doesn't, his best of 2 times will stand for the evening. Big jump.
He's hooked up.
Into 23, now go. Come on, can he?
He did it. 27.87 by a tenth of a second. Rory Fisher has unseated Brozovich at the top of the heap.
No, Ralph, that didn't look that aggressive. Just a good, smooth run, hard throttle. Look at this. Nice pass. Tires are cut. Now he just gets the back end to break loose a little bit and come around, and right there, I think where he did it. So the tires broke loose just a little bit. It's getting some loose marbles down there so they can break the back end of them loose.
You can really see how he had the wheel turned in the air. Do you think because he doesn't have a whole lot of weight in the rear bed that maybe that's why that truck broke loose better than the others? Brozovich brings out the Bronco. 27.98, knocked down. He's going to have to pick up 0.2 of a second.
Can he do it, Ralph?
He's going to give it his all. Don't go too deep into that turn,
door. The motorcycles just barely did it.
Unbelievable!
I still am amazed. Look at the time.
Going for it.
This guy's risen.
He did it! 25 to 80!
He ripped it.
Seconds!
Oh, is he happy?
Brozo picks up 2 full seconds and absolutely deflates Roy Fisher. Listen to this crowd.
Ralph, there was never even any discussion whether anyone could do the double. It just wasn't going to happen. All right, real hard. This is when you thought he got a little wide in the turn, and I did also. But this is where he makes it up. And can you believe this, Ralph? Makes the double.
You know what he did by going wide, Mike? He gave himself a longer launching pad to the double jump.
More speed going into that double. What a tremendous job. I can't believe that he did that.
Joe Brozovich, what an absolute animal. Brozo and the Bronco have done it again. Well, they are cheering here in Peoria for none other than Brozo and his Bronco. Joe Brozovich flew a Bronco farther than anybody, I think, has ever gone in a Ford Bronco. Absolutely amazing. He waited till the last run, and he did it, Fred.
That's right, Ralph. Not only a great run, but a real crowd pleaser with the double jump.
Oh, I got to catch my breath on that one. Whew, I tell you, Rory, I was in the back and seen he put down a good run. See what I mean about that guy? Just can't get away from him. And I knew I had to do something spectacular, and we're also doing it on live TV.
That's great. Joe Brozovich on top.
Unbelievable. The crowd absolutely loved him here. I mean, what an exciting, what a real guy, too, you know?
Oh, that's just, you know, middle America. He may have flown that Bronco further than Evel Knievel did at Snake River.
No doubt about that. Well, the only thing that's going to fly farther...
And coming up next, the beautiful red, white, and blue and stars, another Bronco, and this is Joe Brozovich. And this is a beautiful desert race setup rig.
Brozovich is tough. Juliet, Illinois, and believe me, he could very well pace this whole course tonight. You're going to see the fast of fast. Look at this. Up in the air, and he's only at 12 seconds. He's halfway around the course at 12 seconds. We may see literally the quick time shattered with this Bronco. Glues in. Boy, he got a little wide that time, almost into the camera's lap. Look at now, 24. He's going to do it. Wow, what a job.
26.86 seconds. And let's see, he didn't take down a stake over there. So he is okay as Joe Brozovich in number 88. So it's just gotten better and better. And Mike Galloway, here's the replay, and tell him how this man did it.
Watch the driver now. See how he lands? He's not bouncing around inside that. He's got full control of that truck. The truck is glued to the ground. These whoops doesn't, you know, it doesn't affect him. Here's his big bonsai pass. The finish line, the checkered flag stops it. It is beautiful.
And with Joe Brozovich doing such a great job there, Mike Galloway, we'll be back. Number 88, Joe Brozovich. And the only time he's got to beat is his own time.
What does he do? Does he go all out and just try to blister the track, or will he just set back in course? Coast. You know what he's going to do? He's going to go all out. He's going to go for broke. He's going at it like he was 50, and he's in the lead. Watch this Bronco fly. I didn't know horses could fly, but this one can.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and Brozovich, almost caught that front end loader down there on the far end. That could have made a bad combination of a New Holland front end loader. And, he looks like he's got a tire busted off of it.
Right front tire. Well, I'm glad he went in with the lead, because he's going to come out with it.
I'll tell you what, he blew the tire out of where the actual blew it, knocked it off the rim down there. But he was going for it. Joe Brozovich showing you what kind of racers these pro arena truck racers are.
Now watch that's the right front tire that gives way. We've seen that happen on a couple of vehicles tonight. Comes into the whoops, gets the front end higher. Now see it land.
Oh, look at it. You can see it just blow out the sidewall.
It sucked it off the rim. He landed on the side, rolled the tire underneath, and we saw the hot air come out of it.
But Joe Brozovich was just pouring it on, showing you the quality of racing these pro arena truck racers give us. And we'll be back with more action right after these few kind words. And welcome back to Memphis, Tennessee, the USA Motorsports Monster Truck Challenge. And down on the floor, the winner of our Pro Arena trucks, Mr. Joe Brozovich, and with him is our man, Mr. Fred Brotson.
Thanks, Joey. I had a great first round, blew out a tire in the second round, and still won. How do you feel?
It feels great. I wish I would have finished the second round just to do it and put on a good show for the crowd. I hope that I was kind of disappointed. The tire blew. I hit it a little too hard on the corner. That's what made it pop off. But I really got to thank my sponsors again, especially the crowd. They were great. They really give me a good applause when I come out. I'm really thankful of that.
That's great. Now, what about your winning run? How'd you feel about that?
Oh, it was one of my better runs I've ever had since I've been doing this.
How long have you been doing it?
I figured it out the other day, almost 4 years now.
Right. Is this your first win?
Oh, no. Ask anybody that does these shows with me. I've got a couple under my belt for a while. They're hard-earned, I'll tell you that.
Great. You got a one hot Bronco there. Joe Brozovich, the winner of the Pro Arena truck.
Thank you very much.
Well, as we watch the replay of Joe Brozovich and his winning run in Pro Arena trucks, we'll take that and go listen to a few friendly words.
If you've been a regular viewer of our telecast of the USA Motorsports Madness Series, Joe Brozovich, Brozo's Bronco, out of Joliet, Illinois. This is a good truck, and this is a great guy.
He is such a pleasure to be around. He's always got a smile on his face. He's always very positive about everything.
Oh,
no.
No,
What
Mike.
happened?
Can you believe this?
What happened to that truck?
It is smoking. It is dead in the water. And Brozo's Bronco, after such a big buildup, is amounted to a non-story.
Well, a non-story that is just unbelievable. We've never seen the truck falter. It missed a couple of times. Even when it missed, it ran in the top.
Even when we were racing in Des Moines, where it was 56 below zero and everybody else was having problems with fuel pickup and so forth, Joe's Bronco has been consistent. It has run perfect every night. I don't know what went wrong.
And he's a little disgusted.
Oh, you can be sure of that. Brozo's Bronco never got out of the gate. Stay with us. We're coming back to Kemper Arena.